Hello everyone and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2, or if you're new, hello, I'm Kimberly. This is my channel. You should subscribe and stick around with us. We do lots of fun lifestyle, makeup, fashion, travel, photography things. But yeah, so for today's video, I just wanted to do this date night, super simple, straightforward makeup look, while catching up with you guys and letting you know what's changed in my life over the last year. So if you want to find out, then go ahead and keep watching. So I'm just going to start by putting my hair back with this makeup covered headband. If you want to know what products I'm using, they will be listed down below, but I won't be talking about them because I gotta move quick. I have about 30 minutes before we need to go for our date night, Christmas date night. We go every year to walk and see the Christmas lights, and that'll be in a Vlogmas video for y'all. And I just wanted to get cute this year. I don't normally, but you know, sometimes you want to get cute, and I haven't gotten cute in so long. So, you know, updates that have happened over the last year that I haven't been filming or vlogging or anything. I quit my full-time job, which, if you didn't know, I worked on the assembly line for Ford, helping to build the trucks. But I quit that job to pursue my photography business full-time. So you're probably going to see more photography related stuff on this channel. But yeah, so that's the biggest change in my life right now, is that I no longer have to work for somebody else. It does make budgeting and taxes more complicated, but you know, it's much nicer. I get to make my own schedule when I don't have shoots, which, like, right now I'm in slow season. Like, I don't normally book shoots in December. So when I'm in my slow season, I just work on computer stuff, you know, a lot of marketing, a lot of editing. I'll do portfolio building projects just to test out different techniques and make myself better at what I do. But yeah, so that's kind of what I do now. I just don't leave my house. And as a result, I don't get cute anymore. And I miss getting cute. This is a new foundation that I'm trying, so it might not be a perfect match. I probably should have checked, but again, we're in a rush, and it's gonna be dark. Like, we're gonna be walking outside. It's a candlelight stroll. So it's a candlelight stroll at a beautiful arboretum. Yeah, so that's definitely pale, but it's okay. We'll bronze it up. So then the other big change is that I am in the process of getting my makeup artist certification so that I can do my clients' hair and makeup rather than bringing in someone else, because I've just had so many problems with that over the last year of trying to hire people and they cancel last minute, or I have so many makeup artists on my roster because I can't afford to hire someone full-time as an employee, so I just have to go see who's available, and then I forget who I hired, or I think I hired someone but really they had told me they couldn't, and then I forgot to reach out to the next person on the list. And so it's just gonna be, that smells like cinnamon. It's gonna be a lot easier if I can just do it myself. And so that's what I'm trying to do right now. So yeah. I know there was a lot of things I was going to update you guys about. Like, last year I had a lot of issues So I ended up in physical therapy for 2 months. I spent about 8 months just getting dizzy randomly, not being able to stand up anymore, not being able to walk. Stairs were too hard. I couldn't go to the grocery store. I couldn't cook. Like, I couldn't shower without help. And we couldn't figure out what it was. I got misdiagnosed with vertigo. And it ended up being that my allergies had gotten so bad, which I don't understand how, because 2020, like, but yeah, my allergies had gotten so bad that it had pinched a nerve and it was screwing with my balance and my equilibrium. And so I had to go to physical therapy for 2 months to get that figured out. And it's not like as bad as like normal physical therapy, because it's not like, it doesn't hurt, because it's not to like repair an injury or anything like that. It's to repair a nerve. And so it was a lot of like balance, but like it would end up making me really dizzy. And yeah, it was not a fun time. I was out of work the entire 2 months. Luckily, I was still at Ford and they pay for medical leave and stuff like that. So that was, and then while that was happening, I was having other issues with my heart, and it was not my heart. They knew it wasn't my heart because I went through all the heart tests and my heart is 100% healthy. So all you fat phobic people, I don't know why you're on my page, but I'm sure you are, because there's always somebody. It's not because of my weight. It was not my heart at all. It turned out I had sleep apnea because my tonsils were the size of golf balls, which causes sleep deprivation, which causes like what are they called? Like heart flutters. I literally just dealt with this all last year and even the beginning of this year. Now I forgot what they're called. But you know, like when you feel like your heart skipped a beat or like it's fluttering in your chest weird. Yeah, so I ended up having to have my tonsils removed to get rid of all that. And I just gotta say, if you don't have to get your tonsils removed, down, because the recovery's not great. Waking up from the anesthesia was funny. I asked the nurse if she had seen my wife, and when she said no, I slid my phone over the little table to her and was like, she's hot. Because my phone has like my wife on my wallpaper, and it was just like, okay, thank goodness I was drugged up and couldn't be embarrassed, but my poor wife. But yeah, so then that recovery is not great. And once the meds wear off, it's horrible. While the meds are still, like, while you're still on pain meds, it's fine because I just slept the whole time. But then once that wears off, it's terrible. You can't even sleep, like, because you got like scabs in your throat and they're falling off and making you cough, and it's the worst. But now I have no tonsils and I can breathe and sleep again just fine. And so the heart problems went away, which is good. That's what we want. But yeah, so that went away, and then I started having really bad panic attacks at the end of last year, which I've had anxiety my whole life. I've had depression my whole life. This is common for me. But at the end of last year, it started getting so bad that I was getting sent home from work. They would have to take me off the line in the little factory ambulance and send me to the medical office, and then they would tell me I had to go home and see a doctor and then come back with a doctor's note saying it was okay for me to be back to work. And you know, it was just panic attacks. Like, I wasn't actually dying, I wasn't actually sick, but so I ended up getting put on medication for it, which it's been great, but it has its own issues. So I'm currently on sertraline, which is generic Zoloft, and it helps the anxiety like so fast. Like within a week or two, I was able to leave my house again, because that's the other thing that the anxiety was doing. I couldn't leave my house. I couldn't go grocery shopping. Like, also, we're not going to judge my eyebrows. I haven't done them. But yeah, so now I can leave my house again. I can like talk to people. For a while I was able to sleep a lot better because I used to get woken up in the middle of the night with panic attacks. But now I'm dealing with all the side effects, which, Like I sweat a lot more. I get really hot at night. Like it's winter time, it's December, and I have the AC on at night. Like I have the AC on like 64, 63, and I still wake up covered in sweat while my wife is freezing. So that's an issue. And then it's also causing sleep problems. Like I am starting to have like, randomly I'll just get insomnia and I won't be able to sleep at all. And then other times I can sleep, but only during specific hours. Like I'll go to sleep from like 1 p.m. to like 10 a.m. maybe 3 a.m. to like noon. Like there's no, it makes no sense. My whole like inner clock will just switch. And so I won't be able to go to sleep at decent hours. I won't be able to wake up at decent hours. And like, it's fine when I don't have shoots or stuff, but like some days I have weddings and I really need to sleep before those. And yeah, so now we're trying to deal with that with my doctor because it might not be a side effect of the medication. So obviously they gotta run like blood work and make sure it's actually the medication before making changes to the medication. But yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with currently, which is way better than last year. You know, I'd rather be dealing with trying to figure out the proper medication for anxiety and depression than actual health problems. So yeah, 2020 was a chaotic mess. I didn't mind the quarantine part, like when the whole world went into quarantine. I know it was terrible, but like being able to have time to do all the projects in the house that I had been putting off all year, because working at Ford is not something that leaves you time to work on house projects afterwards, especially if you're also running a business on the side of that. So like for me, it was great to have that time to catch up and to be able to rest and get my sleep again. But then after that, it was a mess, and I'm glad I'm through with all of that. 2021 has been pretty great. So at the end of 2020, I did get my very own photography studio. Not like my own, I share it with another photographer, but like outside of my house. Like it's a professional, because before I had a studio in my basement, but now it's a professional studio in the city, which kind of sucks because it means I have to drive into the city to get to it, but it's super nice. I just got done renovating it because it was a mess, like a mess. And now it's all cute and witchy and like sexy and awesome, because I do boudoir photography mainly. So that's the kind of studio it is, in case you're wondering. And that's been a lot of fun. I love remodeling. I love doing projects like that. So that's been another adventure that's been this year. And now I'm full-time, and that's amazing, and definitely not what I expected from 2021, but here we are. Since I have free time though, I now have too much free time and I don't know what to do with it. And that's why I'm like, I can finally get back to this channel. I can edit videos again and actually get them up. I'm still not the best at it. Once I get tired, with all the issues I've been having sleeping, once I get tired, it's like, bam. As soon as it happens, I'm out. I have no choice. I can't stay up. I can't function. I have to go to bed. So that's why, like, Vlogmas is already a day behind, because it was taking forever to export last night, and I got tired and went to bed and then didn't get up until like 10 this morning. And so, like, first day of Vlogmas, already a day late. But, you know, I'm not expecting to be perfect with Vlogmas. I know the challenge is to try and post a video every day, but this is me. If you've been here a while, you know that I'm not very good at being on time. I'm always late. I'm not great at being consistent with social media in general, which is not great because that's the biggest part of photography, is posting onto social media. And I'm not good at it. Like, I'm good at it, but I'm not good at remembering to do it every day. I need to go ahead and pay for one of those apps that you can like schedule everything to post to Instagram. Because then maybe I would actually be posting to Instagram every day. But yeah, it's been pretty nice to be able to have the time to do fun things that I want to do, like being able to have the energy when we go on our date nights, being able to go to these random murder mystery parties, or like for New Year's Eve we're going to a ball. Like, it's great to have that kind of time and to not have been so exhausted from work that I'm able to actually go and enjoy myself. So today's look is going to be really simple because I don't have very much time, but I wanted to do a little something, so. And if you're wondering, this is my go-to palette. It's very old, but it's a 25B from Morphe. I think they still sell it, but like in a different container now. But maybe they don't. I don't know. I don't want to promise anything. But I saw this look on TikTok, and it was like, instead of doing a winged liner, you like bring color up your lower lash line. And it looks gorgeous, so that's what we're gonna try today. Might end up adding a wing, I don't know. I've never tried the look before. I just think it'll be a fun holiday look. Okay, I know this foundation's light, but like it actually isn't as light as I am as making it look. It's just the way the light is hitting me, and then under here is a shadow because of the mirror, but like, it's not that bad. And I like the way it's sitting on my skin. It also feels very light, like I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation. Okay, so that's kind of like, I think, all that I'm gonna do on like upper eye. Who knows, we might end up adding more to it later, but what I wanted to do was take these two greens and add some color to the eye. So, small brushes. Take a little green. And then like what she did was just kind of make the wing, but with the green liner, or with the green shadow. Which this now looks more blue. Okay, so I have this green as well. I'll try putting that on top, but let me make this other eye match. Oh god, the fallout. Forgot how much chalkier those Jaclyn Hill Morphe palettes are. Okay, so I think the green looks good, but I'm still gonna add like a thin liner on top because it's just, it needs something. Okay, and while I said thin, my eye had other ideas, so yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're going with. I'm just gonna do the same thing on my other eye. Okay, I'm just gonna pop on some mascara. And I don't have time for lashes or anything because it's almost time to go. Too bad I have such small lashes because okay, so as you can see, I kind of smeared my mascara all under here. I'm just gonna let that dry while I do my lips real quick. And we're going with a red, but not like a bright red. Because I want to use the Selena collection red because I hardly ever get to use this. So to remove mascara, you just want to take like a dry mascara wand or like what you use on your brows and then just scrape it off, but you gotta let that mascara dry first. And my favorite makeup artist and my hairstylist is the one that taught me this trick. It's the best way to get it off without having to clean up your makeup. Like, take off your makeup and then put it back on. Finish up with some setting spray. And then while that's drying, I'm just gonna pop on some highlighter. One more spritz. And we're good to go.
Need your expert opinion.
Well, I just finished up. So this is the final look. I hope you guys liked it. I kind of love how it came out. I know I wasn't supposed to do a wing with this look, but I think maybe it works better if you use a darker under eye color, but like it just didn't look like a wing like it looked on everybody on TikTok. So yeah, I added the wing and I think it made it perfect. And I'm loving this red lipstick. I know my lips are a little crooked. My lips just naturally aren't a very straight line, and so it makes it very hard for me to clean up. But yeah, if you guys liked this look and this video, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!